Okay, we'll try this again. I did the first video and it was 10 minutes long. So I'll try to go quickly through this. Classification. I just had a really fun game that I described in my notes. But it's just a fun game where kids are in a circle and they make their own groups, and it's a really fun game. I like playing it with students, and I won't go into too much detail because I want to make this video in the right time. Patterns can help students with classification and how they sort things. Things that I've done are calendars and helping them with patterns. Like for March right now, we've got the kids going even numbers with shamrocks and the odd numbers with rainbows, and so it's helping them work with patterns. Route counting and rational counting, where students are able to count objects with rational and be able to tell you, like, I've got 5 objects here. And route counting is just that they're able to count to however high they can. It's not an actual knowing how many objects are there. Progress with counting is they're able to count objects in a basket and keep counting. And then I just kept making references to how you can have them use different objects to count, like pennies that are in a bag and sitting outside, or bobby pins. Then they're able to count back and answer what is less than. Count by different numbers, skip count, 5, 10, 15, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, or odd counting, 1, 3, 5, 7. And I really like this activity where they count by tens and begin with a number. Okay, we start with 10, 10, 20, 30, 3, 3, 13, 23, 8, 18, 28, 12, 22, 38. It's important for students to be able to transfer from one representation of numbers to the next, because they're not always going to be able to have time to quickly draw out a graph or the actual pictures of it, and they're not always going to have things, and so depending on time and how they do with things, it's just better that way. Number sense is just the relationship being developed, number relationships, and how students develop the operations on numbers. 10 frames, like I said, I've got some students that I use this with them understanding how many. So we've got a 4-piece puzzle, one with the number 1, one with the 10 frame, and then a picture of one object or 2 objects, however many objects, and then a hand showing however many numbers there are. With estimation, I really like this group right here, is just having the group. And then the place value is just the different stages. Group activities is really important for students. It helps them develop a place value concept. And then materials for place value are cube, block, straws, cubes, sticks, anything that you can group into 10s, 20s, or 10s and 100s. We use it with the number of days. Students can group straws together. And the hundreds chart, you can play different games where they've got 37 and then they go back 10, 27, kind of like how we did up here with the counting abilities. And lastly, like the difference between rounding and estimation. Rounding is more of an accurate number, where it's like 10.3 and things like that, where estimation is a guess. Like, I think there's this many, but rounding is there are this many, but I'm not going to keep going on and on and on and on about it. So those are my chapter 5 and 6 notes.